and welcome to Life Change Community. This is going to be the last segment of the strange stories of the Bible for at least this particular story that we have been studying from the Old Testament book of Hosea. We see the consequences of Israel's decisions: devastation, loneliness, weakness, poverty, fear, shame, guilt. Have you ever had any of those emotions? Living far from God, those emotions and those experiences are a daily reality. And this went on for a long, long time. But finally, the people of God turned their hearts to the God who had loved them all along. And you know what they found? God had always been there. God had not moved. God had not left them. God was simply waiting for them to come to their senses and to come back to Him and to give their hearts to Him in love. So the ending chapters make a lot of sense when we see that God restored the nation. It's a beautiful picture. It's an agricultural picture of fruit trees that once were stark and barren, and now they're producing luscious fruit over and over and over again, more than anybody can eat. And there's a picture of grapevines that were just dead on the racks, and now these vines are loaded and lush with grapes. It's a nation that was poverty-stricken. Now, again, the resources are there. A nation that was weak, and now it's strong. God restored and returned every bit of the strength and the prominence that Israel once had once Israel returned to God. It's like the story of the prodigal son who came home believing he could no longer be a son. Not only was he a son when he returned, but a son with all of his rights and privileges, and the father threw a big welcome home party for him. That's how God wants us to treat those who come back to Him. That's how God will treat us when we come back to Him. I don't know if you've been far from God. I don't know if you're far from God right now, but I know this: God is waiting for you to come back. And when you do, He'll welcome you with open arms. You'll find that He's been close to you all along, and He'll restore your life and help you rebuild your life better than it was before. It's the story of Hosea. Oh, it's a strange story in the Bible, but it reveals the heart and the unending love of God. And the love of God will change your life.